Hello, my friends. This wagon of fruits and veggies shows farmers' hard work all season. How much effort did it take to create these colorful field patterns? Today's video will reveal the answer. Now let's follow American farmers who harvested tons of crops in 2024. First, we'll visit the zucchini fields. In hot peak conditions, zucchini sprouts and grows leaves in 7 to 14 days. About 6 weeks after bees pollinate the bright yellow flowers. For lush zucchinis, farmers mix manure or compost into soil before planting. This supports the early stages of plant growth. Most varieties mature in 60 days, ready a week after flowering. Zucchini should be picked in summer when they're still tender and slightly immature, measuring 15 to 20 centimeters long. Farmers typically cut the fruits from the plant using a sharp knife. They leave about an inch of stem on the fruit, aiding preservation without harming the plant's soft stem. At peak harvest, farmers focus on removing large zucchinis to reduce the plant's moisture and nutrient needs. Farmers also aim to finish harvesting before the first fall frosts, as summer zucchini is very sensitive to frost and heat. Moreover, unharvested zucchini can grow surprisingly fast, often within just 24 hours. If you don't check daily during harvest, looking under large leaves for hidden fruits, zucchinis can grow enormous. When fruit gets too big, seeds and skin harden, making it tough and flavorless. Harvest zucchini daily or every other day, especially in hot weather. This promotes new blooms, ensuring farmers have a continuous harvest all season. Zucchini is a popular squash grown in Indiana and across the United States. On average, there are about 7,500 to 11,000 plants per hectare. Farmers only pick fruits weighing between 0.25 and 0.5 pounds. Pickers use carts and soft gloves to avoid bruising, scratching, or puncturing. While harvesting, farmers also remove oversized zucchini to keep plants healthy. This man's rinsing freshly picked zucchini to clean and cool them down. They're then packed in boxes and transported to local markets. After harvest, these zucchini boxes are taken to the factory for another cleaning. Workers then pack and preserve them to ensure steady market supply. Farmers say zucchini takes 40-55 days from planting to first harvest, with a 120-150 day total harvest cycle. Now to California, which grows nearly 92% of America's broccoli. California also produces 15 to 20% of the fresh broccoli market. Farmers know broccoli is ready when it's dark green with small, firm buds. They'll harvest immediately if broccoli starts flowering or turning yellow. However, broccoli doesn't all bloom at once. So, farmers harvest the first batch quickly to avoid bitterness. Side shoots can form wider tips than the main stem and are equally tasty. Later, farmers return to harvest side shoots at peak color and firmness. This will make the plant bloom quickly. During this time, farmers must watch the plants closely and be ready for immediate harvest. Wearing protective gear, these farmers began their day working with broccoli. Experienced farmers often harvest in the morning before the soil warms for the best flavor. They use scissors or sharp knives to avoid damaging the plant's stem. The worker grabs the broccoli head with one hand, cuts the stem with a knife in the other. Then the farmer trims the top, leaving a moderate stem length. Based on quick judgment, the farmer moves to cut the next ready broccoli immediately. Each cut takes about 3 seconds. On average, farmers can cut 11,000 broccoli heads in an 8-hour day. The broccoli stem is cut to the customer's preferred length. Farmers say the typical stem length is usually 2.5 to 5 centimeters. Naturally, longer stems yield higher profits for growers. Some farms use specialized teams and machines for harvesting and processing. Profitability hinges on developing an efficient harvesting method. Thus, harvesting is one of the biggest production expenses. Support conveyors help workers pick continuously, tripling efficiency. Field-packed broccoli must be rushed to the cooling facility. In summer heat, quality can drop drastically within an hour. Now we come to a warm season crop that comes in various colors, shapes, and sizes. Bell peppers' popularity has made them a profitable option for commercial and home farms. The total pepper harvest in Genoa ranges from about 4,900 to 602,080 acres. California and Florida are the top 2 states for bell pepper production in the United States. Florida farmers grow peppers from October to July to ensure year-round market availability. Popular commercial bell pepper varieties include Aladdin, Aristotle, and Brigadero. You can typically expect a healthy harvest 11 weeks after planting. Their health benefits increase as they ripen, containing more vitamin C. Many peppers that ripen on the plant turn red or yellow. Farmers use scissors or sharp knives to cut peppers from the plant without damage. This is a bell pepper harvest in a field in Gilroy, California. Farmers walk in mechanized rows to hand harvest peppers. After harvesting, the process isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. Peppers continue to ripen even after being picked. Farmers must cool and store them properly to prevent over-ripening before reaching shelves. Once out of the field, peppers are quickly transported to processing plants. Here, they're cleaned of field dirt before packaging or further processing. From harvest to consumption, peppers last 2-3 weeks if stored at 40 to 45 degrees Fahrenheit. As peppers are delicate, storage gaps are filled to prevent damage or tipping. They're loaded onto temperature-controlled trucks for swift delivery to stores. Besides bell peppers, carrots are grown and shipped year-round in California, with 4 main growing regions. California produces over 85% of all carrots grown in the United States. Michigan and Texas are other major carrot-producing states. According to the USDA, carrots recently ranked 17th among California's top 20 crops, valued at about $500 million. Carrots are typically ready for harvest about 90 days after planting. These farmers are harvesting now. The carrot roots are now a good size and still tender. The farmer gently pulls to lift the roots from the soil. After trimming, carrots can be stored with soil on or washed and dried before storage. Typically, farmers choose cool days for manual harvesting to prevent root overheating in the sun. Observing crops, farmers noticed carrot roots were highly sensitive to soil compaction. In areas where wheels compact the soil, tree roots often struggle to establish. This also leads to reduced carrot yields. So, farmers limit equipment movement in carrot fields for the first 3-4 weeks. This shows a farmer's mechanical harvesting session. The harvester loosens soil and gently pulls carrots from the ground. Knives trim carrot ends as they move through the machine. Trimmings are discarded at the back, while carrots move on a conveyor to trucks. The process has become much more efficient. In mere seconds, carrots are extracted from the soil. Carrot harvesters help farmers save time and reduce labor compared to manual harvesting. This allows farmers to focus on other agricultural tasks. It also ensures carrots are properly harvested without damage. This improves final product quality and optimizes farmers' profits. These carrots are washed to remove dirt, then cleaned and packaged. Now let's talk about peas, the second most valuable canned food in the US after tomatoes. As spring's warm breeze softens winter's grip, Montana farmers begin planting peas. Peas thrive in cool weather, flourishing in spring and fall months. Seeds can be planted outdoors 4-6 weeks before the last spring frost. Farmers typically plant when the average air temperature is 75 degrees Fahrenheit or lower. Peas can usually be harvested 12 to 15 weeks after planting. Farmers start harvesting peas when pods are plump, shiny, and full of sweet grains. In the morning, after dew dries, peas become crispier. This is the ideal time for farmers to harvest. The harvesting machines have started operating. It allows faster, more effective harvesting while yield is still guaranteed. Most pea growers choose leafless varieties, which grow better, especially in dry areas. In rainy regions with cool summers, short vine pea varieties are the best choice. Ripe peas can wilt quickly in hot, dry weather. Late harvesting and overly dry seeds risk breaking or peeling, lowering quality. For dry pea fields, farmers harvest in wet conditions like at night on dry land, or early morning when pods are still dewy to minimize seed breakage. Pea farms in eastern Washington are beginning their harvest. Here, farmers rotate their pea crops annually. Harvest fruits regularly to stimulate more growth. Farm fresh peas delivered hours after picking are truly garden jewels. Have you ever tasted such fresh peas? Please comment below about your experience. Farewell, peas. Now let's head to the lettuce fields. This crop is among the top 6 covering most U.S. fresh vegetable acreage at 375,000 acres. While lettuce grows in many states, California and Arizona lead production. California produces 71% of U.S. lettuce, with Arizona following at nearly 29%. Farmers grow and harvest lettuce year-round to sell to packaged salad companies, supermarket chains, and food service businesses. In this 1-hectare field, farmers planted about 52,000 lettuce plants, yielding an average of 25 to 40 tons per hectare. Like peas, the best time to harvest lettuce is early morning, before sunrise. Some lettuce growers say this time is ideal because the plants aren't exposed to intense sunlight. While technology has helped, moving lettuce from field to table still heavily relies on manual labor. Farmers stand in the machine's aisle, grab the lettuce top, gently push it, cut the stem, then skillfully tap the core, shake off outer leaves, and finally toss them onto the conveyor belt. The Yuma Valley spans over 90,000 acres, providing 90% of America's winter vegetables. Yuma farms grow vast amounts of lettuce, distributing about 500 million heads annually. Today marks the 525th day of harvest. A flurry of activity blankets the entire field. About 32 farmers cut, bag, and label lettuce with drivers working for hours. This is a high-tech lettuce harvester. It transforms green fields into neatly stacked boxes. It leaves scattered lettuce leaves like a tornado just passed through. But we can't deny its benefits. With machinery, farmers pack 1,500 boxes daily, about 63,000 lettuce heads. Hello friends. Today we're visiting peach farms across the US to see how thousands of tons of peaches are grown and harvested. The U.S. produces about 620,000 tons of peaches annually, with cultivation mainly in Georgia, California, and New Jersey. Most peaches are grown in the U.S., with cultivation concentrated in specific states. The U.S. is the main producer of peaches, with farming focused in certain regions. Peach production in the U.S. is centered in key states, where most of the crop is grown. These farmers will plant about 142 peach trees per acre. Right after planting, the tops of these peach trees are cut off to focus nutrients in the roots. These peach trees are 1 year old. Unfortunately, most peach varieties need more than 3 years to mature fully. In early spring, some peach farms spray trees with probiotics to protect young buds from pests. From February to early March, peach blossoms are in full bloom on most U.S. farms. There are about 34 peach varieties, with yellow ones being the most popular. When peach trees bloom, farmers prune them, leaving only about 60% of the flowers. This maintains a good fruit density and ensures quality peaches at harvest. After pruning, millions of bees are brought to the farms for pollination. Hiring a bee swarm for fruit tree pollination costs between $150 to $200. These peaches develop 1 month after pollination. If fruit density is too high, workers will try to thin them out. After about 100 days of blooming, these peaches are ready for harvest. Would you like to visit these peach farms and pick your own ripe fruit? Each year, thousands of workers gather at these farms to harvest peaches. They earn about $16 per hour for their work. In 2021, California led U.S. peach production with 468,000 tons, 75% of the nation's total. In recent years, Georgia peaches have been consistently rated the best tasting in the U.S. Other states may produce more, but bite into a Georgia peach and you'll taste the difference. Millions of harvested peaches are sent to factories for packaging or processing, like canning.
Peach packing plant in Georgia. Here, these peaches are washed and disinfected before packaging. Currently, Georgia peaches cost between 8 and 9 cents per pound. After 15 years, most U.S. peach trees are replaced with new ones. What do you think about the peach growing and harvesting process shown? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.